Giovanni, leave my live. I hate you too. Now, can you hear me and can you see me? I need to know before I begin. Let's see. Can you hear me and can you see me? I need to know before I begin. Thank you for joining. I am so excited that tonight is Monday night. I love Mondays because that is the start of the school week. I I think it is so amazing. Who else is happy that it's Monday? I want everyone to tell me that you are so happy that today is Monday. Now, since we are just starting this live stream, I am going to go over the rules of my live stream, okay? Rule number 1 of my live stream. This is a pro school live stream. That means that you are not allowed to say anything bad about school here. Rule number 2 of my live stream. If you send a super chat, you do not have to, but if you do, you are required to say something nice to me because I'm forced to read every single super chat out loud to the entire live stream. And finally, rule number 3 of my live stream. If you send a large super chat that appears on my screen down here, you are required to compliment me. Because the larger it is, the longer it stays on my screen, and I do not want a bad message on my screen for multiple minutes. Anyways, let's get started. Let's see what wonderful things you're going to say in my live stream. Jay, thank you for the super chat. Jay says, I love school and Monday. Thank you, Jay. I'm so glad you agree with me. I also love school and Mondays. Jay, you are going on my good student list. In case you're new here, I'm keeping track of what you say in my live stream. If you say anything nice to me, then you go on the good student list. If you say anything rude, though, you go on the bad student list. And trust me, you do not want to be on the bad student list. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate that. It's not that hard to say nice things to me. Thank you. Tricky, thank you for the super chat. Tricky says, I whooped a nerd and got suspended. Tricky, do not speak like that in my live stream. That is so disrespectful. Tricky, you're going on the bad student list. How dare you do that? You should not be celebrating that you got suspended. If you get suspended, then that means that you are not allowed in school, and that is terrible. Shame on you, Tricky. Leave my live now. No one wants you here. Made of Silver, hello. Thank you for that super chat, Brendan. Thank you for being here. Hello to you, too. You are going on my good student list. Thank you. I appreciate that. What other comments are there? I want to see nice comments. I do not want to see A random guy commented, hey, hybrid Lord Farquaad. I do not look anything like Lord Farquaad, so I suggest you stop with the name calling unless you want there to be very serious consequences. Leave my live now. Nicole, thank you for that super chat, Nicole. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Nicole says, I studied and worked on scripture writing. Good for you, Nicole. I am proud of you. You are going on my good student list. I hope you had a great day, Nicole. Thank you. See, it's not that hard to be nice. Thank you. Overload, thank you for the super chat. Overload says, Monday school is the best. Do you agree? Yeah, I do agree. I believe that Mondays are the best thing ever. You know why? When we go to school on Mondays, we get to look forward to another 4 days of school. It is absolutely amazing. Who else likes Mondays? They are so amazing. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. What other nice comments are there? Silver, thank you so much for that $5 super chat, Silver. Thank you. Hello to you too. I appreciate you. Thank you. And in case you don't know, Silver, you are on my honor roll. You are name number 74 on the honor roll, so thank you for that. I appreciate that. Luke, thank you for the super chat. Luke says, bet it takes 50 terabytes to fit your ego into your videos. No, it does not. My ego is not that big. All I want is for people to compliment me and tell me how amazing I am. That does not mean I have a large ego. How about you leave my live, Luke? That's not funny. You're not funny. You are rude. You are disrespectful, Luke. You are going on the bad student list. How dare you speak to me like that? Shame on you. Varian, wow. Varian, thank you so much for that $10 yellow super chat. Varian says, I'm back. Hello. And I want it to be Friday already. Varian, no. We do not want it to be Friday. Friday is horrible. We hate Fridays, okay? Varian, I want you to apologize, or you're going on my bad student list. How dare you say that? Fridays are the worst day ever, because that means it is nearly the weekend, and the weekend is terrible. Okay? 2 straight days of no school, that is horrible. No one likes that. I guarantee that every single person in my live stream hates the weekend. So thank you, goodbye. Silver, thank you so much for that $10 yellow super chat, Silver. Silver says, can you get on the honor roll twice? Yes, you can, Silver. Nicole Cranfill is on it like 4 times, so thank you. Silver and Varian, that $10 yellow super chat is the #1 largest super chat of my entire live stream. That means if it stays that way, both of your names are going to go on my official Koi Dog honor roll. This honor roll is a way for me to honor the #1 largest super chat of every single live stream, and right now it is you two. So you two are going to be names number 76 and 77 if it stays that way for the whole live stream. Thank you so much for that $10 yellow super chat, the #1 largest one of my entire live stream. Thank you so much to the both of you. Thank you. Zax, thank you for the super chat. Zax says, poop Megamind. Hi, sorry for saying that. Why on earth would you comment that? I said very specifically, if you send a super chat, you are required to say something nice to me because I'm forced to read every single super chat out loud to the entire live stream. That was not nice. That was rude. Leave my live now. You are not funny. If anyone is going to join my live and say rude things to me, you need to leave. You are not welcome here. No one wants you here. Get out of my live now. Thank you. Unbelievable. Varian, thank you so much for that super chat. Varian says, no, I was joking. I'm sorry. You know what? Since you apologize, Varian, I will cross your name off of the bad student list. But I suggest you quit it with the jokes. We do not tolerate jokes here. This is a joke-free zone. Thank you very much. This live stream is about talking about how much we love school. You are not allowed to be here and say you don't like school or make jokes about it. No. This is a serious live stream. Thank you very much. Thank you. Whoa. Made of Silver, thank you so much for that $50 pink super chat. Wow. Silver, that $50 pink super chat is the #1 largest super chat of my entire live stream. That means if it stays that way, your name is going to go on my official Koi Dog honor roll. This honor roll is a way for me to honor the #1 largest super chat of every single live stream. And right now it's Silver. Silver is going to be named number 76. And fun fact about Silver, Silver is also named number 74 on the official Koi Dog honor roll. I'm going to post this after my live stream because I haven't posted it in a while. But thank you so much for that $50 pink super chat, the #1 largest one of my entire live stream. That is insane. Thank you so much for that, Silver. Wow. You are going on my super good student list. Make sure you subscribe to Silver. That is crazy. Thank you so much for that. Wow. Thank you for not leaving a rude message either, Silver. I appreciate that. Nicole, thank you for the $5 super chat. Nicole says, Fridays make me sick to my stomach. Yes, they do. I hate Fridays. Fridays also make me sick to my stomach. I think we need to get rid of Fridays. We need to get rid of Fridays and the weekend, okay? Why do we need days off of school? We don't need that. That is ridiculous. Thank you, Nicole. Nicole also says, yes, I'm 4 times on the honor roll because I love school. Yes, you do, Nicole. You are one of my best students. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you love school. Thank you. What other nice Olivia comments, I love your hair. Thank you, Olivia. I love my hair too. Gamer Pain comments, I hate school. Well, I hate you. Okay? Leave my live now. No one wants you here. Okay? I'm going to go over my school rules again, since a lot of people in my live stream are leaving rude and disrespectful comments. Rule #1 of my live stream. This is a pro school live stream. That means that you are not allowed to say anything bad about school here. Rule #2 of my live stream. If you send a super chat, you do not have to, but if you do, you are required to say something nice to me because I'm forced to read every single one out loud to the entire live stream. And finally, rule #3 of my live stream. If you send a large super chat that appears on my screen down here, you are required to compliment me because as you can see, the larger it is, the longer it stays on my screen, and I will not tolerate a rude message on my screen for multiple minutes. Thank you. Be like Silver. If you comment in this live stream, be like Silver, because Silver sends very nice messages, okay? You are not allowed to cyberbully me here. Thank you very much. David, thank you for the super chat. David says, I like the weekend because I can study about metal sparks. You know what? I'm proud of you, David, for studying over the weekend, but weekends should not be allowed, okay? Because I guarantee that a lot of people during the weekend do not study, and I think that is unacceptable and ridiculous. Thank you. Silver, thank you so much for that $5 green super chat. Silver says, can I get on the super bad student list so I can get on every list? Is that what you want, Silver? Because I will put you on my super bad student list if you want me to. I'll do it, Silver. You are on the super bad student list. How dare you? Leave my live now. Shame on you. Who said that? Christian Bulgarian says school sucks. Okay. Let me make something very clear. School does not suck. If anything sucks, it's your attitude. So how about you take your attitude and you leave my life? Because guess what? No one wants you here. Get out now. Shame on you. You are to you and every single person who are leaving rude comments about school in my live stream, you are ruining my live. You are ruining it. Get out now. No one wants you here. Shame on you. Beef, thank you for the super chat. Beef says, I am beef. Okay. It is scientifically impossible for a beef to write a comment like that, so I bet you're not beef. Leave my live now. I do not care for liars. If you're in my live stream, you are required to leave nice comments, okay? I do not tolerate rude or disrespectful comments. Kids Perfect, thank you for the super chat. Kid says, I hate school, you biggie. Why would you call me that? That's not funny. That is so rude. And how dare you say you hate school? Every single person in my live stream loves school. So how about you leave my live, okay? No one wants you here. Shame on you. You're a terrible person. You're going on my bad student list. How dare you? How can you come in here and say that you hate school when school is very obviously the best thing to ever exist? There is nothing better than school. Thank you very much, kids, but leave my live now. I guarantee that every single person in my live stream loves school. I want everyone in here right now to tell me, do you love school? Yes or no? And you better say yes. Nicole, thank you for that $5 super chat. Nicole says, put roads in traffic on the bad list. He says Bostonians are dumb and he called me Nicole Cranberry Cran Freak. He's a bully. Roads in traffic, that is not funny. That is not funny at all. You need to leave my live now. We do not tolerate that kind of behavior here. Roads and traffic is going on the bad student list. Thank you, Nicole, for bringing that to my attention. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. We do not tolerate any cyberbullying. Luke, thank you for the super chat. Luke says, are you the actually meme voice actor? No, I am not, okay? Actually, I'm not, okay? I just happen to be someone who loves school just as much as that person. So thank you. I appreciate that. Kids, thank you so much for the super chat. Kids says chicken jockey. Do not say that phrase in my live stream. The phrase chicken jockey is banned. That is a meme word. Those are meme words. That is a meme. Chicken jockey is not allowed here because memes are not allowed here. We follow the school rules in my live stream, and you are not allowed. I guarantee that you are not allowed to use memes in school. So do not use memes in my live stream. That is inappropriate, kids. Leave my live now. Shame on you. Why are people saying no, they don't like school? Leave my live now. That's not funny. Beef, thank you for the $5 super chat, Beef. Thank you. Beef says no. Beef, when I tell you something, that means that you need to do it, and that means that it's true, okay? I am the smartest person ever. That means I am never wrong. So if I say it is scientifically inaccurate for a piece of beef to be leaving those comments, then it's scientifically inaccurate, and you need to leave my live. Shame on you, Beef. Whoa. Are you kidding me? Made of Silver just sent a $100 red super chat. Wow. Are you kidding me? Silver, Brendan, Silver, that $100 red super chat is the #1 largest super chat of my entire live stream. That means if it stays that way, your name is going to go on the official Koi Dog honor roll. This honor roll is a way for me to honor the #1 largest super chat of every single live stream. And right now it is you, Silver. You are going to be named number 76 on the official Koi Dog honor roll. And funnily enough, Silver is actually named number 74 on the honor roll. So Silver is going to be on it for back-to-back live streams. Thank you so much, Silver. I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much for that $100 red super chat. Wow. Thank you so much for that, Silver. Subscribe to Silver. That's crazy. Make sure you subscribe to them. They're one of my top students. That is insane. Thank you. Tom, thank you for the super chat. Tom says, school is mid. My teacher likes screaming at kids. Maybe your teacher wouldn't have to scream at people if they followed the rules, okay? It is not that complicated. It is not that hard. Leave my live now if you disagree with me. It is not that hard to follow the school rules. I follow the school rules every single day, and it takes me absolutely no effort, okay? So if you can't follow the school rules, then you're a terrible human being. Leave my live now. The school rules are they are law. You need to follow the school rules. If you don't follow the school rules, leave my live. Romeo, thank you for the super chat. Romeo says, I hate school so much. I hate you so much. Baseball, thank you for the super chat. Baseball says, you have no riz. Okay. Do not say that. I do have Riz, okay? Leave my live now. Are you kidding me? Charlie Clark, wow. Charlie Clark just sent a $200 red super chat. Wow, that is insane. Thank you so much for that, Charlie. Wow. Charlie, that's the third or fourth largest super chat I've ever gotten on a live stream before. Wow. Charlie, that $200 red super chat is the #1 largest super chat of my entire live stream. That means if it stays that way, your name is going to go on my official Koi Dog honor roll. All right, this honor roll is a way for me to honor the #1 largest super chat of every single live stream, and right now it is you. You are going to be named number 76 on my honor roll if it stays that way. That is insane. Wow. Thank you so much, Charlie, for that $200 red super chat, the #1 largest one of my entire live stream. Your name's definitely going on the honor roll if it stays that way. Wow. Charlie says slay. Slay to you too, Charlie. Make sure you subscribe to Charlie. Subscribe to everyone down there. Subscribe to Charlie and Silver. That is insane. Thank you so much to the both of you for that. Thank you so much, Charlie. Wow. That is... I lost my train of thought there. That is insane. Thank you so much for that. Charlie, you are going on my super good student list. Thank you. Now, if you are new here, please be sure to subscribe to me. I would appreciate that so much. We are 300 subscribers away from 609,000 subscribers. That would be insane if we got there this live stream. So please subscribe. Do it now. Thank you. Beef, thank you for that $5 super chat. Beef says, I have ADHD and I can't follow rules, so I'm terrible, I guess. Beef, you are not terrible for that, okay? That is not a horrible thing, okay? You are not terrible. Don't say that. Okay? What you are is a liar, though, okay? So you need to think about that and reflect on that. Thank you, Beef. I appreciate that. I'm sorry to hear that. Kids, thank you for the super chat. Kids says, 6'7" chicken jockey. I hate school so much, you big. Okay. I'm only going to say this one more time. We do not use the phrase chicken jockey in this live stream. That is a meme phrase, and since we follow the school rules here, you are not allowed to say that because that is a meme, and you do not use memes in school. Thank you very much. Leave my live now. How dare you? Big Knowles, thank you for that firework. That is completely disrupting my screen, though. You took all of the attention off of me. Shame on you, Big Knowles. Thank you. Totally Whiskers says school is boring. School is not boring. How dare you say that? School is the most amazing thing to ever exist. You know what? No. I'm going over the school rules again, since some people don't understand the rules. Rule #1 of my live stream, this is a pro-school live stream. That means that you are not allowed to say anything bad about school here, okay? Rule #2 of my live stream, if you send a super chat, you do not have to, but if you do, you are required to say something nice to me, because I'm forced to read every single one out loud to the entire live stream. And finally, rule #3 of my live stream, if you send a large super chat that appears on my screen down there, you are required to compliment me, because as you can see, the larger it is, the longer it stays on my screen. And I do not want a rude message on my screen for multiple minutes. Thank you very much. It's a few rules, and it should not be hard to follow them. Follow my rules if you're here. All right, act like you're in school when you're in my live stream, okay? Thank you. Now, if you're new here, please be sure to subscribe. I would appreciate that so much. We just hit 609,000 subscribers. We are 800 subscribers away from 610,000 subscribers. That is insane. Please be sure to subscribe. I would appreciate that so much. Do it now. Thank you. Gabriel, thank you for the super chat. Gabriel says, did you know DNA stands for D-O... Yeah, I knew it stood for that, Gabriel. I knew it stood for that because I'm the smartest person ever. I don't need to say that word because I know exactly what it means. Thank you so much for that. Are you? Whoa. Zachary Miller, thank you so much for that $100 red super chat. Zach, thank you so much for those two $100 super chats. Wow. Zachary, that is insane. That's the second largest super chat of my entire live stream. Thank you so much for that, Zachary. That is insane. 2 of them in a row, 2 is insane. Make sure you subscribe to Zachary. That is wild. Thank you so much, Zachary. Wow, you are going on my super good student list. Thank you so much, Zachary. I appreciate that so much. Wow. That is the second largest super chat of my entire live stream. Make sure you subscribe to Zachary. You are definitely on my super good student list. If you are new here, make sure you subscribe. Do it now, okay? Only good students subscribe to me, so you better be a good student, okay? We are currently 400 subscribers away from 610,000 subscribers, so please be sure to subscribe. I would appreciate that so much. Do it now. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. What other? I want to see nice comments. I'm sick and tired of the rude comments. Charlie, thank you for the super chat again. Charlie says 6'7", but I love school. What does 6'7" mean? Why are people saying that? Charlie, I'm glad you love school, though. Thank you for that. Thank you, too, because Charlie, I don't know if you know this, but Charlie sent the #1 largest super chat of my entire live stream, the $200 red super chat. That is insane. That means if it stays that way, Charlie's name is going to go on the official Koi Dog honor roll. This honor roll is a way for me to honor the #1 largest super chat every single live stream. And right now it is Charlie. Charlie's going to be named number 76 on the honor roll. So thank you so much for that. That is insane. Wow. Thank you so much for that. Pig, thank you for the super chat. Pig says, sorry, but school sucks. School does not suck. If anything, you suck. I want you out of my live now. Leave my live. This is a message to everyone in my live stream. If you do not like school, I want you out. You are not welcome in my live stream. You are not allowed to watch my live stream. This is a live stream where we talk about how much we love school. You are not allowed to say rude or disrespectful things about school here. Thank you very much. Unbelievable. Snowy, thank you for the super chat. Snowy says history is fun. History is fun. Thank you for that. Kyle, thank you for the super chat. Kyle says you're welcome. Thank you, Kyle. Silver, wow. Oh my God, Silver, thank you so much for that $100 red super chat. Jeez. Silver, that is insane. Silver says it won't let me send a $200 straight up, so will this work? Silver, you do not need to send any super chats. Let me make that very clear. You do not need to send any super chats, but I appreciate each and every single one. That is insane. Make sure you subscribe to every single person down here. That is insane. Silver, I might count it up at the end of the live stream. I'll see how it shakes out, Silver. Thank you so much for that. That is insane. Subscribe to every single person down here. That is crazy. Silver, Zachary, Charlie, that is crazy. Okay? That is insane. Now, if you are new here, please be sure to subscribe. I would appreciate that so much, okay? We are currently at 610,000 subscribers. That is insane. Thank you so much for that. That is crazy. All right, we are 900 subscribers away from 611,000 subscribers. That is wild. Please be sure to subscribe. I would appreciate that so much. Pig, thank you for the super chat. Pig says, I don't like math or science. Leave my live, Pig. Mathematics is the best subject ever. Mathematics and science are two of the best subjects ever. If you are in my live stream and you do not like mathematics or science, then I want you out of here. Okay? I do not want you in this live stream. That is so disrespectful. How dare you join my live stream and say that you do not like those classes? Those are core classes. Mr. Jupiter, thank you for the super chat. I'm glad you're here again. Thank you. Miss, thank you for the super chat. Miss says, I hate school. Well, I hate you. Leave my live now. Gabriel, thank you for the super chat. Gabriel says, bronze is an alloy made of which two elements? You are not going to quiz me on any science-related questions. All you need to know is that I am the smartest scientist to ever exist, okay? I am really good at science. Leave my live now. How dare you speak to me like that? Are you kidding me? Zachary Miller, wow. Zachary Miller just sent a $200 red super chat. That is insane. Zachary, that is the #1 largest super chat of my entire live stream. That means if it stays that way, both you and Charlie are 100% going to go on the official Koi Dog honor roll if it stays that way. This honor roll is a way for me to honor the #1 largest super chat of every single live stream, and right now, it is the both of you. You are going to be named number 676 and 77 on my official Koi Dog honor roll. You're going to be right here. That is insane. Thank you so much for that $200 red super chat. Zachary says, school sucks. Why would you say that? Are you kidding me? You sent a $200 red super chat to say that school sucks? Do you have any idea what you did? I am not forced to look at that $200 red super chat for the rest of the live stream. That is so disrespectful. That is not funny. Leave my live now. I cannot believe that I have to put your name on my honor roll. I am appalled. That is ridiculous. I cannot believe that I am forced to put you on the honor roll, even though you said that. That is ridiculous. Leave my live right now, Zachary. I do not want you here. To everyone liking that super chat, dislike it right now. That is not funny. Leave my live now. How dare you, Zachary? That is the rudest thing I've ever seen. I'm in shock. I can't believe I have to put you on my honor roll. That is insane. Little, thank you for the super chat. Little says, I love your videos so much. Thank you, Little. I appreciate that. If you are new here, please be sure to subscribe. I would appreciate that so much. We are currently 300 subscribers away from 611,000 subscribers. That is insane. Please be sure to subscribe. I would appreciate that so much. Do it now. Thank you. I appreciate that. You don't have to, though. Yes, you do. No, you don't. Christian, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that, Christian. All right, let me say something real quick, okay? This is a pro school live stream, okay? That means that if you are here to leave rude or disrespectful comments about school, then you need to leave my live. You are not welcome here. No one wants you here. You are not allowed here. You need to leave my live now. That is unacceptable. Unacceptable. If you're going to be like Zachary Miller down there, leave my live. That is unacceptable. I am so shocked that Zachary sent a $200 red super chat just to say school sucks. I said very specifically, if you send a large super chat that appears on my screen down there, you are required to compliment me. Because as you can see, it stays on my screen for multiple minutes. The larger it is, the longer it stays on my screen. Now I'm forced to look at that rude message for the rest of my live stream. Leave my live now, Zachary. Arctic, thank you for the super chat. Arctic says, I love geography. Good for you, Arctic. I'm proud of you. Mimi, thank you for that $10 yellow super chat. Thank you, Mimi. I appreciate that. Christian, thank you for the super chat again. Same with you, Ghost. Thank you to you too. Gabriel, thank you for the super chat. Gabriel says, I'm just playing you're smarter than me. Yes, I am. You better be playing, because I am smarter than you. I am smarter than every single person in this live stream, okay? Let me make something clear. No one here is smarter than me. I am the smartest person to ever exist, ever. Leave my live if you disagree with me. Unbelievable, okay? Unbelievable. Now, if you are new here, please be sure to subscribe. I'd appreciate that so much. We are 800 subscribers away from 612,000 subscribers. That is insane. Please be sure to subscribe. Do it now. If everyone in here subscribes, we would hit that. That'd be insane. Thank you so much. Nicole, thank you for that $5 green super chat. Nicole says, shout out, please. Shout out to Nicole. Make sure you subscribe to Nicole. Nicole is one of my top students. Thank you. Now, let me make something clear. If you are new here and you just joined, you are not allowed here if you do not like school, okay? School is the best thing to ever exist. There is nothing better than school. So you need to leave my live if you do not like school. No one wants you here. I most certainly do not want you here. Get out now. Jupiter, thank you for the super chat. Jupiter says, I reported Pig's super chat. Good. We will not tolerate any rude super chats. Mimi, thank you for that super chat. I appreciate that. Wenda, thank you for the $5 super chat. Wenda says, OMG, I love your videos. I also love art. Thank you, Wenda, for loving my videos. But art is not a real class. If you like art, then you need to leave my live. I do not want you here. Shame on you. Get out now. Shame on you. How dare you come to my live stream and say that you like art? Now, I want to take this time to do one more shout out to Zachary and Charlie. If you scroll, you can see that Zachary and Charlie sent a $200 red super chat, which is insane. Make sure you subscribe to them. And because they sent that, that is the #1 largest super chat of my entire live stream, and if it stays that way, both of their names are going to go on my official Koi Dog honor roll. This honor roll is a way for me to honor the #1 largest super chat of every single live stream, and right now it's the two of them. They are both going to go on my honor roll if it stays that way. So thank you so much, Charlie. Thank you so much, Zachary, for that $200 red super chat, the #1 largest one of my entire live stream. That is insane. However, make sure you dislike Zachary's super chat because they sent a very rude message. They said school sucks, and that is unacceptable because school does not suck. If you think school sucks, you need to leave my live. Pig, thank you for the super chat. Pig says, shush, be quiet, and get a few of yapping. Okay, I'm not yapping. Do not tell me to shush in my own live stream. How about you shut up? Wenda, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. DJ, thank you for the $5 super chat. Thank you, DJ, and thank you for not leaving a rude message with that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You're a good student. Nocturnia, thank you so much for that $10 yellow super chat. Thank you to you, too, for not leaving a rude message. Because, see, the larger it is, the longer it stays on my screen. So thank you so much for not sending a rude message with that large super chat. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Stephanie, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Anonymous, thank you for the $5 super chat. Anonymous says, hi, I have straight Fs. Okay, Anonymous, you should not be in my live stream then, okay? You need to leave my live stream and go study. That is appalling. How could you be here? Why are you here? That is ridiculous. I almost missed it. Lunaristic Dev, thank you so much for that $10 yellow super chat. Lunar says, I don't like teachers' pets, but you're my favorite one koi dog. Also, I love astronomy. What subject do you like? I'm glad you like me. I'm the most likable person ever, so thank you so much for that. And my favorite subject is mathematics. I absolutely love mathematics. I want everyone in my live stream to tell me, what is your favorite subject? Please tell me now. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Whew. Now, if you are new here, please be sure to subscribe. I would appreciate that so much, all right? We are currently... One second, I'm trying to see what we're at. We are currently 200 subscribers away from 612,000 subscribers. That would be insane if we got there this live stream. Please be sure to subscribe. Do it now. I would appreciate that so much. Thank you so much. Mr. Jupiter, thank you for the super chat. Mr. Jupiter says shout out also. Shout out to Mr. Jupiter. Make sure you subscribe to them. They are very nice. They're always in my live streams. Thank you. Zachary Miller, thank you for that $100 super chat again. Wow. Zachary, that is the second largest super chat of my entire live stream. That's crazy. Thank you so much, Zachary. Zachary says, I'm just kidding, bro. Calm down. Your videos are so funny. Thank you, Zachary. You know what? I'm going to take your name off of the super bad student list, and I'll put you on the good student list. Thank you so much, Zachary. I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much for that $100 red super chat, the second largest super chat of my entire live stream. That is crazy. Stephanie, thank you so much for that $5 super chat. I appreciate that, Stephanie. Thank you. Wenda, thank you so much for that $10 yellow super chat. Jeez. Wenda, thank you so much. Wenda says here, you deserve this because you're my favorite YouTuber. Thank you, Wenda. I appreciate that. I'm so glad I'm your favorite YouTuber, and thank you for not leaving a rude comment in my comment section, okay? There are so many people in my live stream who leave rude and disrespectful comments, and it's not funny. It is not allowed here. Stephanie Cruz, thank you so much for that $10 yellow super chat. Jeez, thank you so much for that. Husker, thank you so much for that $5 super chat. Shout out to you, Husker. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. That is crazy. Bella, thank you for the $5 super chat. Bella says school sucks a lot. School does not suck. How about you leave my live? No one wants you here. Thank you. Nocturnia, thank you for that $10 yellow super chat. Nocturnia says, I love you personally. I think you meant to say personality. So I'm so glad you love my personality because I'm such an amazing person. Thank you so much for that. There is no one better than me. I want everyone in my live stream to tell me, what is your favorite part about me? Because I'm so amazing. Please feed into my ego. Tell me how amazing I am because I'm the smartest student to ever exist. Thank you. Anonymous, thank you so much for that $5 super chat. Anonymous, I have heard of that. Leave my live now. Nicole, thank you for the super chat. Nicole says, I like physics because I get to learn about how stuff works physically, pun intended. Nicole, though your jokes are the only ones that are allowed here because your jokes are funny. Thank you for that. Zesty, thank you for that $5 super chat. Thank you. Stephanie Cruz, wow, Stephanie, thank you so much for that $20 super chat, Stephanie. That is like the 5th largest super chat of my entire live stream. Thank you so much for that, Stephanie. Thank you so much. You're going on my super good student list, Stephanie. That is crazy. Thank you so much for that. Wow. Thank you so much, Stephanie. That is insane. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for all the support. I appreciate that so much. Mr. Jupiter, thank you for the $5 super chat. Mr. Jupiter says, I got an algebra test and I got an A+. Good for you, Mr. Jupiter. I am proud of you. It is not that hard to get an A+. So if you are in my live stream and you have ever gotten a grade below an A+, you should be ashamed of yourself. You are not welcome here. Thank you. Wenda, thank you for the $10 super chat. Jeez. Wenda says, you don't deserve hate because you're so cool. Thank you, Wenda. I appreciate that so much. I know, I'm the most amazing person ever. Hello Kitty Lily, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hello Kitty says, I love school because I do presentations and they are so fun. I love reading too. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Nocturnia, thank you for the $10 yellow super chat again. Nocturnia says, can I get a shout out? Of course you can. Shout out to Nocturnia. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for all your support. That is insane. Thank you so much for that. Wow. Now, I do want to acknowledge real quick, if you scroll all the super chats, you can see that Zachary Miller and Charlie Clark, 2 of them, sent a $200 red super chat. That is insane. That $200 red super chat is the #1 largest super chat of my entire live stream. That means if it stays that way, both of their names are going to go on my official Koi Dog honor roll. This honor roll is a way for me to honor the #1 largest super chat of every single live stream, and right now it's the both of them. They're going to be names number 76 and 77 on my honor roll. So thank you to the both of you for that $200 red super chat, the #1 largest one of my entire live stream. That is insane. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. Lily, thank you for the super chat. Lily says, I like math and reading. Good for you, Lily. I also love math and reading, so thank you so much for that. Jay, thank you for the super chat. Jay says, big forehead, big nose, also chicken jockey. Do not say chicken jockey in my live stream. That is inappropriate. That is not allowed. I want you out of my live now. Shame on you. To anyone who's going to say a meme word in my live stream, leave my live. You are not funny. Big Blue, thank you for the super chat. Big Blue says, school sucks, sports are better, you're a joke. I am not a joke, okay? There are lots of people who think I'm very smart and intelligent. So how about you leave my live because your face is a joke? Thank you. You just got burned. How dare you? Leave my live now. How dare you disrespect me? Nocturnia, thank you so much for that $10 yellow super chat again. Nocturnia says, I love math in school. Thank you so much, Nocturnia. Shout out to you. I'm so glad you love mathematics in school. You are going on my good student list, Nocturnia. Thank you so much for being a good student. See, it is not that hard to be a good student in my live stream. So thank you so much to everyone who is leaving a nice comment. However, if you are here leaving a rude comment, then you should be ashamed of yourself and you need to leave my live stream because no one wants you here. Shame on you. Get out of my live. Thank you very much. Now, if you are new here, please be sure to subscribe. I would appreciate that so much. We are 500 subscribers away from 613,000 subscribers. That would be so insane if we got this live stream. Please be sure to subscribe. Thank you so much. Zax, thank you for the super chat. Zax says, it's not like you're a good student, chicken jockey. Enough of that. Stop saying that. That's not funny. That is rude. That is disrespectful. Do not say that. That is a meme word, and memes are not allowed in my live stream. Airman, thank you for the super chat. Air says, the only joke here is your dental care. My teeth are very nice. Leave my live now. They are beautiful. You're jealous of them. Thank you. Mr. Jupiter, thank you so much for that $10 yellow super chat. Mr. Jupiter says, great job for 612,000. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. And Dominus, thank you for the $5 super chat. And Dominus says, Riz Monkey. Yeah, please don't say that in my live stream. That is meme. That is a meme word. Memes are not allowed in my live stream. Thank you very much. Honestly, why are you here if you are going to disrespect me? That is not funny. You need to leave my live now. Luke McIntosh, thank you so much for that $10 super chat. Thank you. Luke says, you lash out at people for having different opinions about school, stroke your ego daily, and constantly correct people in a snarky tone. I can be a little rude, but you're no better. How dare you say that? How dare you call me out like that? I do not do that. I do not lash out at people for having different opinions about school. How about you leave my life for having that different opinion? And I do not stroke my ego, okay? All I do is simply tell everyone that I'm the best person to ever exist. That is nothing. And yeah, I'm going to correct people who say incorrect things in my live stream. Thank you, Luke. You are going on the you're already on the bad student list. You're going on the super bad student list. Shame on you, Luke. How dare you call me out like that? That is not funny. That is a little funny, but that is not funny. Leave my life. Abby's life. Thank you so much for that $20 super chat. Jeez, Abby, you are going on my good student list. Thank you so much, Abby. I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much. Oh my God, Stella. Stella, thank you so much for that $100 red super chat, Stella. Wow. Stella, that is the second largest super chat of my entire live stream. Thank you so much for that. In case you don't know this, Stella is on my official Koi Dog honor roll because Stella sent the #1 largest super chat of my entire live stream last time I went live. Stella's name number 75. In case you're curious, this live stream, so far, Charlie and Zachary both sent a $200 red super chat, which is insane. That is the #1 largest super chat of my entire live stream. That means that both of them go on my official Koi Dog honor roll. This is a way for me to honor the #1 largest super chat of every live stream right now, so both of them. So thank you so much to Charlie and Zachary for that $200 red super chat, and thank you so much to you, Stella, for that $100 red super chat. That is crazy. Thank you so much for that, Stella. You are a good student. You are going on my good student list. See? It is not that hard to say nice things to me. It is not that hard to be nice. Abby's life, thank you for that $10 yellow super chat. Thank you, Abby. Thank you for not saying anything rude to me. Thank you. Indominus Rex comments, chicken jockey. Okay. Enough of that. That is not funny. I want you out of my live now if you are going to say chicken jockey. That is a meme word, and memes are not allowed here. Thank you very much, but leave my live. JC, thank you for the super chat. JC says, hi, I have a state test tomorrow. Good for you, JC. I hope you do well on it. Wenda, thank you for the $10 yellow super chat again. Wenda says, make a video of if the teacher's pet sees a dog, because I love all of your videos. I'm going to write that down. That's a good idea. 1 second. Thank you for that, Wenda. I appreciate that so much. Thank you for joining. Thank you. XVN Games, thank you for the super chat. XVN, that is a rude comment. You're going on my bad student list. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Nocturnia, thank you so much for that $10 yellow super chat. Nocturnia says, hey, ignore the mean stuff. Never quit live. Also, chill with the yelling. Don't worry, I am not going to quit my live stream because of the rude people in my live stream, okay? But I am not going to calm down. I'm not even yelling. If you want to see me yell, I will yell, okay? But trust me, you do not want to see that, okay? So thank you. I appreciate that. Maybe if you don't want me to yell, you should not say mean things in my live stream. Colby, thank you so much for that super chat. Colby says, can you be quiet and you are a big back? I am not a big back. I don't know what that means, but I am not that. Leave my live now. You are not funny. You are disrespectful. Mr. Jupiter, thank you for the $5 super chat. Mr. Jupiter says, I got a Koi Dog keyboard for you. Thank you, Mr. Jupiter. I hope that's a compliment. Thank you for that. Thank you, Mr. Jupiter. I appreciate that. David, thank you for the $5 super chat. David says, school is good for you because then you're able to be super smart. My favorite subject is mathematics, and literacy is also super good for you. Yes, it is, David. You know what? You're a very good student, David. You're going to go on my good student list. Thank you so much, David. That is such a nice comment. I agree. School is absolutely good for you, and anyone who thinks that school isn't good needs to leave my live now. Elena, thank you for that super chat. I appreciate that, Elena. Thank you. See, it is not that hard to say nice things to me, okay? Random 11 comments, bro, stop acting like you're the main character. I am the main character, okay? In case you don't know this is my live stream. That means that I am the owner of this live stream, okay? So how about you leave my live stream? No one wants you here, okay? Thank you very much, but leave my live. I am the owner. When I tell you to do something, you do it, no questions asked. Animals, thank you for the super chat. Animal says, I play clarinet. Can you teach us math? Also, how are you? Good for you. I'm glad you play clarinet. I can help you with mathematics, and I'm doing great. I hope you're doing good, too. Thank you, Animal. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Prize and Dandy, thank you both so much for that super chat. Thank you to the both of you. Thank you. Indominus, thank you for that super chat. Indominus says, I'm not leaving your chat. Indominus, when I say that you need to leave my live stream, you are required to leave my live stream. So leave my live stream now. Thank you. Ridiculous. Firework, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. It is not that hard to be in my live stream and comment nice things about school. I am sick and tired of the rude comments here, okay? School is the most amazing thing to ever exist. And if you think otherwise, you need to leave my live. That is unacceptable. Unacceptable. Thank you. Clearly, thank you for the super chat. Clearly says, I sleep at school because I'm homeschooled. Clearly, it does not matter if you're homeschooled. You should never sleep in school. Leave my live now. Stella, thank you for the $5 super chat. Stella says, ignore the haters. You're too good for them, dude. Don't worry, Stella. I am going to ignore the haters. Trust me. Whoever is hating on me in my live stream is just jealous of me. Thank you. Flexi, thank you for the super chat. Flexi says, you're chopped. Thank you, Flexi. Thank you for that compliment. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. XVN, thank you for the $5 super chat. XVN says, did you put me on the super bad student list, slug? Because it sounds like a slug. Or are you calling me a slug? That is disgusting. Do you talk to your mother like that? Leave my life now. You're going on the super bad student list. How dare you? Leave my life now. Indominus, thank you for the super chat. Enough of you. Firework, thank you for the super chat. Firework says, I might be 14 years old, but I can kick your butt. How dare you say that to me? Who do you think you are? If you threaten me again, I'm going to report you to our teacher. How about you stop with the threats? Thank you very much. Wenda, thank you so much for that $10 yellow super chat. Wenda says, do you play Roblox? It's okay if not, because I love your channel. I'm so glad you love my channel, but I do not play video games, okay? I think video games are useless for you, and they rot your mind, okay? You should spend your time studying and doing homework like I do. I spend all of my time doing homework. I never play video games. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that so much, Wenda. Colby Swoop, thank you so much for that $10 yellow super chat again. Colby says, yes, you are the biggest, and school sucks so much, and you are, I am Steve. Okay. I am Steve is a meme word. Do not say that. Leave my life now, and school does not suck. You are just jealous of how amazing school is. Leave my life. Unbelievable. If you are here, you are not allowed to be rude or disrespectful. Nicole Cranfield, thank you for that $5 super chat. Nicole says, from one East Coast person to another, just ignore the haters. They probably don't do their homework at home. I agree. If you are hating my live stream, then I bet you don't do your homework. I bet you fail all your classes. You are just jealous that me and every single person in this live stream who loves school is better than you. Thank you. Thank you, Nicole. You're one of my good students. Lawson, thank you for the $5 super chat. Lawson says, I love rocket science and mathematics. Good for you, Lawson. That's really impressive, rocket science. Thank you so much for that. Andy, thank you so much for that $5 super chat, Andy. Andy says, hi, honey. You just popped up on my phone. I love your energy. Thank you, Andy. You are going to go on my good student list. I'm so glad you love my energy. Thank you so much. All right. See, it is not that hard to be in my live stream and leave nice comments about how amazing school is. You are not allowed to be here and say rude things about school. That is not funny. Indominus, thank you so much for that super chat. Indominus says yapping. I am not yapping. Leave my live now if you think I'm yapping. That is rude. That is disrespectful. No one wants you here. Leave my live now. How dare you speak to me like that? Clearly, thank you for the super chat. Clearly says not during school, though. Thank you for clearing that up. Thank you. Dandy, thank you so much for that super chat. Thank you. Dandy says, do you want a band or something, by the way? You're great. Thank you, Dandy. I'm so glad I'm great, but I do not like band class. I think band is horrible for you. We need to get rid of band class and music class and art class and all those dumb classes that take away from mathematics, science class, history class, all of our amazing educational classes. Thank you, Dandy. I appreciate that, though. The Common YouTuber, thank you so much for that $10 super chat. The Common YouTuber says, hello, I love school. My favorite subject is social studies. What about you? My favorite subject is mathematics class. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Jupiter, thank you so much for that $5 super chat. Mr. Jupiter says, when it's summer break, I will do homeschool. Good for you, Mr. Jupiter. When it's summer break for me, I'm just going to stay in summer school. So thank you for that. Jico, thank you for this $5 super chat. Jico says, I love school. I get to eat graded tests and people. I genuinely love math, but why do we have to do it? I actually pay attention, so I don't... Okay. I don't know if there's a typo in there, but that is very concerning. I hope you don't eat your tests. Thank you so much, Jico. I'm glad you really do love mathematics, though. Thank you. Nocturnia, thank you for that $10 super chat. Nocturnia says, I get straight A's. I get straight A's. You're 1D. Is that okay? Okay. You know what, Nocturnia? You are a very good student, so I will allow you to have 1D, all right? Anyone else? No, they're not allowed to, but you're allowed to. Thank you for that. Wenda, thank you for that $10 super chat. Jeez, Wenda says, the haters are probably iPad kids, but you and the fans are kings. School is also so fun. Thank you so much for that. I know everyone in here who loves school is an absolutely amazing person. So thank you so much for that, Wenda. Thank you. I appreciate that. And Dominus, thank you for the $5 super chat. And Dominus says, I do homework at home. Good. You should do homework at home because homework is meant for home. Okay, it's in the name. It's very obvious. Thank you, Adominus. Thank you. Zhao, thank you for the super chat. Zhao says, school sucks. It's a prison. School is not prison. You suck. Leave my live now. Quinn, thank you for that $5 super chat. Thank you for not leaving anything rude in my live stream. Thank you so much for that. The Common YouTuber, wow. Thank you so much for that $100 red super chat, The Common YouTuber. That is the second largest super chat of my entire live stream. Thank you so much for that. That is insane. Shout out to The Common YouTuber. That is wild. Thank you so much, The Common YouTuber, for that $100 red super chat. Wow. That is insane. That is the second largest super chat of my entire live stream. Thank you so much for that. The Common YouTuber says, of course, I'm just doing my job. Thank you so much for that. That is wild. Thank you so much for that. You do not need to send a super chat, but thank you so much for that. I appreciate each and every single one. That is insane. That is so crazy. Thank you so much for that. Indominus, thank you. Make sure you subscribe to The Common YouTuber, because that's wild. Indominus, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Indominus says, I do homework in all day. Do you mean to say you do homework all day? Because I also do my homework all day. Thank you. Nocturnia, thank you so much for that $10 yellow super chat. Nocturnia says, how good is that water you're sucking? It's crazy. It is very good, because this takes a lot of effort. I am speaking at a very loud voice in a voice. I'm speaking very loudly, very fast. I've been live for 50 straight minutes now. So I've been speaking like this with no break for 50 straight minutes. So this water allows me to have a 1 second rest, and it hydrates me, which I need during these live streams, or else I could not do this. So thank you so much, Nocturnia. I appreciate that. This water is very good. This sip is for you. It is very good water. Thank you so much for that. Mr. Jupiter, thank you for the $10 super chat. Mr. Jupiter says, I do homeschool during summer break. Good for you, Mr. Jupiter. I'm so proud of you. I personally go to summer school offered by my school. But if your school doesn't have summer school, then homeschool is the best thing, is the best next thing. Thank you. Clearly, thank you for the $5 super chat. Clearly says, I'm stressed for my midterms tomorrow. Don't be stressed, okay? Midterms are so much fun. So thank you for that, all right? I love doing midterms. They're the most fun things ever. Goob, thank you for the $5 super chat. Goob says, I like math and I like school. Thank you, Goob. I appreciate that a lot. I'm so glad you love math and I'm so glad you love school. Now, I'm only going to go live for another 2, 3, maybe 5 more minutes. So if you have a comment that you want me to see, please be sure to please be sure to spam that comment, because the more you spam it, there's a larger chance that I see it if you spam it. I do not mind if you spam, so please be sure to spam, because I feel bad, but I can't read every single comment. But I try my best. That is why I speak so fast. So please be sure to spam your comments. All right. Now that we have a few minutes left, I do want to do one more shout out to Charlie and Zachary. Charlie and Zachary sent a $200 red super chat, which is insane. All right, that is the #1 largest super chat of my entire live stream. And that means if it stays that way, both of their names are going to go on my official Koi Dog honor roll. This honor roll is a way for me to honor the #1 largest super chat of every single live stream. And right now it is Zachary and Charlie with that $200 red super chat. That is wild. They're going to be names number 76 and 77 on my honor roll. Thank you so much to the both of you. That is insane. Quinn, thank you for the super chat. Quinn says school is a smiley face. Thank you, Quinn. I agree. XVN Games, thank you for that $5 super chat. XVN says Technoblade never dies. Thank you, XVN. I appreciate that, and I agree. Thank you. Indominus, thank you for the $5 super chat. Indominus says, I like reading, and you hate math. I do not hate mathematics. If you mean that you hate mathematics, then you are a disgusting individual. How dare you? You are disgusting. Leave my life. Mathematics is the most amazing thing ever. How dare you speak to me like that? Wenda, thank you for that $10 super chat. Wenda says my school's canceled tomorrow. Why on earth is your school canceled? That is ridiculous. School should never be canceled. That is crazy. You need to call your school right now and demand to have school. Nocturnia, wow. Nocturnia, thank you so much for that $20 orange super chat. Wow. Nocturnia says, I go to homeschooling to do homework. I'm in winter break. Wait, I go to homeschooling to do homework in winter break. I'm sick, but I'm still working. Good for you, Nocturnia. I'm so glad you still work and you still do your homework. See, it is not that hard to do your homework and study. So good for you, Nocturnia. I am proud of you. One more, let me remind everyone who's watching this, okay? If you are in this live stream, you are not allowed to leave rude or disrespectful comments about school. We talk about how much we love school here. You are not allowed to say rude or mean things about school. Thank you very much. That will not be tolerated here. Thank you. Ridiculous. I mean, who do you think you are, honestly, joining my live stream to disrespect school? That's not funny. That's rude, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Thank you. Quinn, thank you for that $5 super chat. Quinn says school is fun. Thank you, Quinn. I appreciate that so much. I think school is so amazing too, Quinn. You're going to go on my good student list. Thank you, Quinn. Nicole Cranfield, thank you for that $5 super chat. Nicole says, atoms matter everywhere. Pun intended. Thank you, Nicole. That is a funny pun. I like your puns. See, your jokes are the only jokes that are allowed here. So thank you so much for that, Nicole. Thank you. Wenda, thank you so much for that $10 yellow super chat. Wenda says, stupid tornado happening tomorrow. Okay, Wenda, that is the one and only time where you are okay to not go to school, because you do not want to be in school when a tornado is there, okay? Tornadoes are very scary, okay? So thank you, Wenda. You should stay at home and study. Cayenne, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Jay, thank you for the super chat. Jay says, I love school. I love learning. I love homework. Jay, thank you so much for that. That is why you are the first name on my good student list. Thank you so much, Jay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Indominus, thank you so much for that $5 super chat. Indominus says, nah, little bro is yapping like queso. #1, I am not yapping. I'm providing you with valuable information about how amazing school is. And #2, who is queso? Okay, I spend my time studying. Okay, I do not watch streamers or anything like that. Thank you. I suggest you spend your time studying too. Thank you. Jonathan, thank you for the super chat. Jonathan says, you are a nerd and I have star tomorrow math. Yes, I am a nerd. There's nothing wrong with that. Leave my live now if you're going to disrespect me. Overload. Wow. Overload, thank you so much for that $20 orange super chat. Wow. That is insane. Thank you so much, Overload. Overload says, Koi Dog is one of my favorite YouTubers. Thank you so much, Overload. I appreciate that so much. I'm so glad you love my videos. You are going on my good student list. Now, I do want to tease something real quick. I'm in the process right now of creating merch. Just a little teaser. It probably won't be here for a few weeks, though, but I'm currently in the process of making it, so thank you. I appreciate that. That reminded me of it, so thank you, Overload. Thank you for the support. Mr. Jupiter, thank you for the $20 super chat. Jeez. Mr. Jupiter says, I cannot believe my math teacher took a month off homework. Mr. Jupiter, you need to go to your principal right now and demand that your mathematics teacher gets fired. That is unacceptable. How dare your teacher not give you homework for an entire month? That is ridiculous. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Thank you. Nocturnia, thank you for that $10 super chat. Nocturnia says, can I get a shout out? And I always want more subscribers. Thank you, Nocturnia. I appreciate that so much. You are one of my best students, so shout out to Nocturnia. That is crazy. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate all the support. Thank you, Nocturnia. I appreciate that. Nicole Cranfill, thank you for that $5 super chat. Nicole says, online school is my type, pun also intended. Thank you, Nicole. Your jokes are very funny, unlike some of the other jokes that people say in this live stream. Thank you, Nicole, for being nice about your joke. See, it is not that hard to say nice things to me in my live stream, okay? The Allen family, thank you so much for that super chat. The Allen says you're the best. Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. I am the best. So thank you so much for saying that I'm the best. There is no one better than me. Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate that. Indominus Rex, thank you so much for that $5 super chat. Indominus says, little bro like queso, like game, and bro eat like queso and play Roblox to play Pat. What are you talking about? Half of those words, I do not know what they are, okay? I don't know if you know this, but I spend all of my time studying, okay? I go to school. I study for 17 hours every single day when I am done with school. I do not have time to play games and watch streamers, okay? Thank you. I suggest you study Indominus. Thank you. I appreciate that. Mr. Jupiter, thank you for the super chat. Mr. Jupiter says my teacher got laid off. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that your teacher's doing okay now. Mario says you are yelling. Yeah, I am yelling, okay? There are people in my live stream disrespecting school, so yeah, they are going to get yelled at. Thank you. Whew. Whew. I am exhausted. All right, now, I'm going, one more. Leonardo, thank you for that super chat. I appreciate that, Leonardo. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, Leonardo. And thank you for not leaving anything rude. Thank you for not leaving a rude comment. Thank you. Now, I'm going to be ending this live stream, okay? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate that so much. Now that the live stream is over, oh my God. Nocturnia, thank you so much for that $20 orange super chat right as I'm about to end it. Wow. Nocturnia says, I'm studying while watching this live stream. Nocturnia, I hope you are paying attention to your books more than you're paying attention to my live stream, okay? Because you should have your full undivided attention on your studying. But you're a good student, so I will allow you to do that. Nocturnia, that is crazy. You're going to go on my super good student list. Thank you so much for that $20 orange super chat right as I was about to end the live stream. Wow. Indominus, thank you for the $5 super chat. Indominus says, Queso ban you because you are yapping like Queso on YouTube. I am not yapping. Leave my live now. Indominus, you're going on the super bad student list. I've had enough of you. Mr. Jupiter, thank you for the $5 super chat. Mr. Jupiter says, I'm happy for that because it was my math teacher. Good. I'm glad your math teacher got fired then. How dare your math teacher not give you homework? Thank you, Mr. Jupiter. I appreciate that a lot. Now, I'm going to be ending this live stream. And now that the live stream is finally over, I can say that it is official. Charlie and Zachary sent the #1 largest super chat of my entire live stream. Both of them sent a $200 red super chat, which means that the both of them are going to go on my official Koi Dog honor roll. This honor roll is a way for me to honor the #1 largest super chat of every single live stream. And right now it is Zachary and Charlie. It is official. They both are going to go on the honor roll. They're going to be names number 76 and 77. So thank you so much to the both of you for that $200 red super chat. Thank you so much to everyone, too. Whether you watched or sent a super chat, thank you so much to everyone in here. I appreciate all your support. Please be sure to subscribe. I'd appreciate that so much. Now, I am going to go live tomorrow night at the exact same time, okay? I will be live tomorrow night at the exact same time, so please be sure to be there. I would appreciate that so much. Nocturnia, thank you so much for that $10 super chat right as I'm about to end. Nocturnia says, my teacher gave me an F for having the same answers as someone, but I didn't copy. See, that is ridiculous, Nocturnia. I know that you would never cheat. That is unacceptable. I hope your parents or someone did something about that. That is ridiculous. Thank you, Nocturnia. And thank you for supporting the live. I appreciate that. I will be live tomorrow at this time. Thank you for joining, and I hope you study for the rest of your night. Have a wonderful night.